Hey there folks, this is David on David's Brain. Welcome back to our ongoing Let's Play of Disco Elysium for the PS4. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, and contribute to my Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom. Alright, last time we resolved the whole Bull situation, told a racist to go fuck himself, and now we're dealing with a, with a 15-year-old cashier. And yeah, we're still trying to figure out how to go and pay off the damages to the, what was it, Whirling in Rags, so there's that.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Reality.
And the economic reality?
I don't really know anything. Yeah. I don't know. What about it?
Let's see, where are we?
As mankind, or
like,
as a nation, or...
Like, where in the world?
We're in Revachol, like, on the Insulindian Isola.
I was just testing your knowledge.
That wasn't very hard.
Alright, what time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Alright. Where are we?
As mankind, or as a nation. We're in Revachol. Like,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
And what is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
Alright, the coalition. What's that? Someone told me there is one.
Government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Alright, thank you.
Oh.
Are there any more questions I can ask her? Or?
Is this
reality?
The physical reality.
I don't know. What about it? Cool.
Alright. Alright, so yeah, she doesn't know anything about that. Or, it's like our whole world is just that one little cubicle there. And that one little counter. She'll learn in due time. I can't get up there.
Scab?
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Oh, where'd they all come from?
It's me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than Scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Not a scab. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
Psst, show him your stolen card. Now has arrived the perfect moment.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Montenay investigating a murder. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of work. You never see me investigating a murder. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it? Of course, Policia. You wanted me, you could rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. Does this mean you can let me through the gate? I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a grantor of passage. The passage grants itself. That's simple, I just walk in. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Past Measurehead? Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall 70s supremacist there. Walk right past him. Right. And then press the button to open the door. Aha. Then go past him again. Okay. Then you enter the harbor through the office. Esta. For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that easy. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert his 70s supremacist worldview, or maybe it actually is completely impossible. Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation? No, not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Has any of the scabs tried converting his worldview? Jean-Luc himself would probably say the philosophy is proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Got it. Another thing. Sure. Let's see. Oh, and let's see. What's the strike about anyway? You know, serious business. Sure, the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
I'm a bit short on money right now. Could you give me some of it? Sure thing, man. I can help you out. Let's see. Hand-eye coordination. Yep. Red check.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciated. Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are menage at the moment due to... you know, the weather's fat slowly rolling about and all. Still better than scabbing though. Yeah, let's see. Union has problems getting by? Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supply should last a strike, though. Every little bit helps, you know. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs. Nice talk. I'm gonna get going. The lorries probably store fuel here, now they store booze.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
And what kind of stickers?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy here?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
Well, this sounds like a whole lot of hullabaloo. Maybe now we should finally just get started checking out that body. Man, that snow just rolled in quick. Moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Are you kids siblings there?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Kim, advice, please.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What
You
forces?
will see.
Look, I got some questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Do you know how he got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happen?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, then. Where did you go,
I
then?
don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Alright, where is Night City, then?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Probably you heard, I don't mess.
There is no Night City
Alright.
anywhere.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
Alright, you seen anyone suspicious around aside from me?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Alright, more on this later. Let's talk about something
You're
else.
testing Kuno's patience here.
Oh, you're not the only one.
Get lost.
Let's see, how about this crime scene? You kids often play in this yard.
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
Alright.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Alright, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
So you refer to yourself in the third person.
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Alright, just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in there, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
Rolling super hard.
Yep, tripping.
He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Who put you up to this?
No one. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
Help! The pig's gagging him. Kuno can't speak.
What is this? Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Fair enough.
Listen to your friend.
Let's see. Did Gra put you up to this?
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno!
What is this, sick charade?
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
You put him up.
Listen to your friend.
Okay, no one put you up to this.
Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno in the ass!
Sweat smelling of laundry detergent. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'm not gonna bother with this little twerp.
Look. I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
How'd you know that? You can't see inside my head. Can you read my can you read my mind, Kuno?
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Nice people.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Whatever, I had some questions about the crime scene.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Let's see. I got to, let's see. Empathy. Let's give it a roll here.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Let's see. Alright, Kun, let's see here. Obviously he's on something. He's not going to be talking to me normally. Let's see here. I know this boundary pushing thing's new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups. Nah. Let's see. Want to help the RCM bust a murderer?
Fuck no! What are you? Fucking mentally handicapped?
No, I think you seem to be the one on the short bus there, Chief.
No, they've almost made you a snitch now!
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
Let's see. More questions about the crimes?
The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a the fuck about it. You're testing.
Get lost!
Alright, fine, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Whatever. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Thanks.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
I'm going to try negotiating with the cafeteria manager.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in there?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How do we get the lock
We
open?
could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage,
Or, Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Alright, let's go. Alright.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Let's see. Visual calculus. Yeah, best not to go in. Yeah, definitely better to take the high roll with this little from little shitheads like Kuma here. I'll need to figure out something out with him later. He might know something as soon as he comes down from his fucking high box there. Let's see here.
Can I help you?
Let's see. Is the trash container out back
Mine?
yours?
No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
And you own the Whirling in Rags?
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
It doesn't seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
I'm no Krasmazov.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
We need those keys. Oh, let's see.
Callous? What are you? Kras...
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
We need those
What
keys.
do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Thank you. So about the money I owe.
Yes, have you got it?
I was wondering if we come to some sort of arrangement
Does
for
that
tonight.
arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Let's see, Kim's about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Goodbye. Yeah, I can't exactly be left out in the cold here. And yeah, Kim, sorry about all this. Just feel like a complete heel. But yeah, I do kind of see where he's coming from here. He's got to pay for the damages and whatnot, and...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers,
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
what do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners then?
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything either.
What are these things?
They are spinner hubcaps. Frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
You said something about a pawn shop?
Yes, the Bird's Nest Roy, near the canal. We've been there. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Thanks. Appreciate the help there.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Alright, finally we have a way of paying them off. Hopefully we can keep a little bit of extra cash. You know, for the investigation.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
Well, how come you let's see. You know, it's not really a fine night. Weather's terrible.
Is it? Spring is capricious, yes.
Huh. How come you're still
The
open?
pawn shop is always open.
Alright, let's see. Electrochemistry. Roy doesn't really sleep. And...
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
What's
A
Pyrrolidon?
drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Let's see. Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
It's pretty obvious they're under the influence, sir. Pyrrolidon's just something since the people's pile disaster. I was with the emergency relief brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
People's file? What's that? A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator that was bringing affordable energy to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were a part of. We were an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Trying to help fire brigades contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the heart to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick. It must have been tough. Radioactive cleanup. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one's tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew what that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could. Whose fault was it that the generator failed there? No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor hoping for the best. What you think was gonna happen? How'd you end up running a pawn shop then? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died, left me this shack and the assorted junk in it. I came to Montenay. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far from Falba as I can. Still in the same city, but... Thanks for telling me. I like theory more than story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Let's see here. I have something else to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mask banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delighted doing business with you. Do come
Thank
again.
you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Right.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Let's see. Alright, I think we're good here. Care to share your... Let's see. Have you shot
The
him in
lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
Let's see, I think I tried it once and liked it. There you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Actually, I changed my mind. I don't need it. I respect your decision, officer. What else can I help you with? Alright. Alright, looks like we're done here. Now to go and pay him back for the damages. Most chefs have secret difficulty modifiers. Talking to the right person can reopen a closed white check. Interesting. Yeah, I just thought there was a way I could thank him.
Can I help you?
So about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I have it, yes.
Well,
Let's see, here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
Fair enough.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Let's see, so another thing.
Great. I love those. Yes?
Alright, goodbye then. Let's see, find money for rent and pay God. You need to find 20 real to pay for your room with the whirling, or it'll be locked after 9 p.m. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. Let's see here. Alright, got ourselves a skill point here, so where should we dump it into? Let's keep that squirreled away for now. Although 20 at night, that's going to be difficult to get. Especially since I don't think there's easy ways to get cash around here, so... Let's see, pick dialogue that begin options that begin with hold on or wait to get additional information.
The door is closed. Still no answer. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. As you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there by her hand.
Right, never mind.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Alright, this has been a long day. Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. Alright, let's recap. That sounds good.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
Let's see. I know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Let's see. How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we didn't even look at the body. And there's still much to do at the crime scene, too. We didn't search it thoroughly enough.
He would have put all of this more harshly, but he doesn't want you to feel completely discouraged. Probably because he's afraid that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
Let's see. And don't worry, Kim. I'll be in a lot better shape tomorrow. Just getting used to my new surroundings, that's all.
I look forward to that. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
Let's see. I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast, so the rest of us has to try and keep up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those
Hmm.
hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Thanks. So, what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
I can understand that. Well, why not more, though?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Alright, what else then?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how could you be sure the RST will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
And if someone resists?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on. He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
Right, so if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Have I ever killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
I probably have.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
I don't know if I really want to know.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average. That's an improbability. Perhaps. But Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of kills.
And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
The Morlinter. What's that?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something ominous. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Who is Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the boy Linton?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad. But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
I have an opinion on the boy Linton.
Do you?
Let's see. Let's see. Things are bad out there. We need them here, giving us the right to police rivers. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, people taking the law into their own hands? That could lead to a whole lot of trouble.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging. They're quite limited, actually. The power of... Yes, officers of the RC... We can arrest people. We are permitted to use whatever force we... The coalition... The RC... Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form.
Let's say it was the coalition.
It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city. And they will take it away if we misuse it.
Thanks for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Yeah, so the mortal intern doesn't exactly sound perfect, but then again, what is?
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes Platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you,
I'm
sir.
not going to do it.
Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry. You can come back to this later. The army of Smokes is honorable and faithful to you. You have your entire life to return to it.
Yeah, so this is a whole lot to process here. I might need to go and re-review this for me to better formulate an opinion on the board intern. Well, basically, we're like a public volunteer police force, but they have more than enough rights taken away from us if we misuse our power. Good night.
The window stands broken in its frame. You see some lights shimmer. The window stands broken. You see some lights shimmering outside, but it's difficult to make out the outlines of the buildings below. Dark phantoms with many tiny eyes, chaotically arranged and not looking at you. fan stands still. The lights are on. The lights are off again. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
Doesn't that sound encouraging?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Alright, let's see. Dig into your mind to locate the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Let's see. Chain cutters. Hold on a second here.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Let's see here.
The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place.
Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber. Alright, this one's gonna be the tricky one. Let's see.
Still not happening. It won't come off that easy.
No other bottles to get here? Alright then.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Alright, time to finally get
The
some sleep.
sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Oh boy, tick, 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 tick.
And then sleep doesn't come.
Alright, looks like we're going to be dragged into another long conversation here. So, but I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Alright, yeah, this looks like there's going to be another conversation here. So, just going to call it a day here. Till next time, folks, this is David on David's Brain. See you when I see you. Bye-bye.